All right, next question.
Touching on season 4, book 4, how much of a role will Hollow play in season 4?
Well, we just started breaking stories for season 4, and she's definitely a big character. Absolutely.
All right, next question.
First of all, thank you, Ms. Harris, for writing this wonderful mythology. My question is for Kristin and Nelsan. The writers have given you wonderful lines to say. What has been your favorite?
Oh, there's so many good ones. But I've been hearing an answering to Hooker a lot, so I'm appreciative of the way Nelsan delivered that. And my retort, that was a gift.
Yeah, it's so mean. I personally like bitch every time. No, there's so many. I couldn't.
There's so many.
Yeah, they're just.
Every script is just little gems.
Our writers are so incredible. I would have to give you 20 lines that I want to think.
This is a question for Mr. Alan Ball. Throughout your writing career, there's been a constant theme of death and loss. What makes you so interested in this theme?
Well, it's so much fun. I was, as I was growing up, I experienced death firsthand, unexpectedly, and there was a period where people were just dropping like flies. And obviously, my relationship with that has been kind of a big part of, I guess, what I'm trying to explore as an artist. However, I don't really see this show about death so much, even though it does have probably the biggest body count of anything I've ever worked on. But to me, it seems like to take place in a world where death really isn't the reality that it is in our real lives. And that's part of what makes it such a fun place to visit. I guess, I hope that answered your question.
Next question.
Of all of the characters and creatures on the show, what would you want to be?
I personally would want to be a shifter.
Yeah, maybe a witch, as that's coming up. I think that sounds cool to have some power, but not have to be 17 for the rest of her life. Or a virgin.
Next question.
This question for Alan Ball. I'm really intrigued and enjoying Franklin, and I was wondering if we're going to get any insight. An insight to him, because he thinks he actually cares in his own twisted way.
He does actually care in his own twisted way. Unfortunately, he's a psychopath. I don't know that we're ever going to necessarily delve into why he is a psychopath, but we are going to really sort of luxuriously luxuriate in the nature of his psychopathology.
All right, next question.
Given that there's a certain turn of events between Sookie and Bill in the books, I was wondering how much you're going to incorporate that into the TV show, and to what extent do you see them as soulmates?
Well, I think I know what you're talking about. And I believe that you will definitely need to keep watching to see exactly what happens between them. I do believe that Bill and Sookie are soulmates. I I think the Bill and Sookie of the show have become slightly different than the Bill and Sookie from the books, just because of the way the show has evolved. And I think I personally root for things to work out between them. I don't know if it will, but I do believe that their love is genuine, and it really is true.
Charlaine, do you have an answer? No?
Well, of course, I'm many books ahead of the show, and things are evolving differently in my world. So I think you need to regard this as, in terms of what relationships will last, as two separate entertainment experiences. Because things may not end up in Ellen's world the same way they're going to end up in my world, an ending I've known for, 8 or 9 years. So, and please, no, don't try to capture me and torture me to find out.
Okay, ooh, a person wearing the same t-shirt I am. Lovely. Yes. Good taste. What's your question?
Hello. First off, I love the show, big fan. My question is for Alan Ball. When is Terry gonna get a break from all the crazy?
Yeah.
There will be a brief break for her towards the end of this season, but it won't last.
I mean, Rutina, do you want her to have a break, or do you kind of like? I'm sure playing the drama is exciting.
As an actor, it's meaty for me to have all of these challenges to overcome, so to speak. I mean, this is sort of what I went to school for, to play the most challenging roles that are out there, and I've been lucky enough to have writers like Alan and the rest of the writing team writing in this incredible journey. It's a hell of a journey, and it's hard at times, but I love it. I think that's what makes for the drama, and I think if she was stable, it wouldn't be any fun. So, yeah, I kind of like being unstable.
All right, next question.
Ms. Charlaine Harris yesterday mentioned that she plans on writing about 13 books for the series. So as much as we'd love to see 13 seasons, do you plan to either combine books or omit books?
We certainly have already combined books in some ways. We do that this season. I would love to see the show run as long as it possibly can. I don't want to have to get to the point where we start having to explain why vampires are aging. But I think the show has many seasons in it, and I look forward to those seasons because I am enjoying this job more than I've ever enjoyed any job in my life.
All right, next question.
Hi, this is just to anyone who wants to answer. Who's your favorite vampire that's not on True Blood?
Ellis!
I like the vampires in a movie called Near Dark. That little girl in the Swedish movie, Let the Right One Out.
There's the twisted Korean vampires in that South Korean film. Kind of about priest or something like that. It's great race. What is it? Thirst. Yeah, I kind of like them. They were tortured and unconscious.
There's a little movie called Let the Right One In.
Yeah.
That little girl vampire is my favorite.
I was a big fan of Kiefer Sutherland in The Lost Boys.